Hi, this is Shell of Shell's Creations, and today I'd like to talk to you about blending photos. I recently received this photo from the photographer at my stepson's wedding, and when I first saw it of him and the two best men, they're the two brothers and a cousin, it immediately reminded me of a photo I had of their childhood. So I went digging through my photo stash, and sure enough, I found it. But I don't know if you can tell from looking from the video that this is not a super high quality photo. It's all a little bit out of focus. There's some red eye in it. The kids are all looking a different direction. It looks like this little guy's the only one looking actually at the camera, but I went ahead and scanned it in anyway. And whenever I have a photo like this that I really want to include on a layout, but it's not perfect, one of the best ways to do that is through blending. It fixes fuzzy photos and other photos that you have that are important to you and you want to include them, but you don't want to include them in just the way that they are. So I'm going to show you some ways that you can do blending on a photo and adding it to a layout. The paper is from the Snap kit. It's a perfect kit for all sorts of photos that fit with any style you want. It's got some real nice neutral colors to it and some fun photography things that fit in well. Let's go back to the photo. One of the things that you can do to enlarge a photo with as little loss as possible is to increase the size 10% at a time. So the way that we would do that is to open up our image size dialog box, and right up here in width just type 110, but change it from pixels to percent. Okay, and I think we're going to do that twice. That tells me it'll be about right. And so again, to change the image size, that's Command or Control Alt I to bring up that dialog box. Type 110 again and hit percent. Okay, now I think it'll probably be a little bit bigger, the size I'm looking for. Let's drag that onto the paper one more time. Yeah, that's a little bit bigger, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm going to place it right up here and delete the first one. Okay, the best thing for blending is to adjust the blending modes. So let's play with that first. Normal is a photo, just normal, and then the blending modes are all of these different modes that you can switch things to. Some of my favorites are overlay, soft light, multiply. Every once in a while I like linear burn. Those are probably the ones that I use more than anything. Occasionally screen if I've got it on a dark photo. But let's try a few of them just so that you can see. Multiply will darken the photo, and so I would get quite a bit darker than what I was looking for here. Color burn also darkens, but more intense depending on the color. In fact, this section right here from the little line down to here, all of these darken it in some fashion and all of these lighten it in some fashion. So if we were to choose screen, it would lighten it substantially. Again, that one I would only try on a dark paper with a light photo. Let's try soft light and see where we're at. You know what, soft light may be what I want. Let's try overlay is a little bit stronger than soft light. I think I like overlay for this one. But the other thing is I don't want to add all of this other color into my layout. I want to stick with just black and white. And so I'm going to turn this layer black and white. That's Control-Shift-U will change that photo to black and white. And the other thing is, the baby, the little girl, is not in the photo, and so I want to take her out. So I'm going to take out what I don't need here. There's several ways that you could do this. I'm just going to do it with a soft round brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and erase what I don't want. There are other ways that you could do this, again, but this is just a simple, straightforward way to do it. So we're going to go in and kind of want to take out the baby completely, and I want to make sure that I take out the edges of the photo all the way around. Baby carrier we don't need, that'll just be distracting from our photo. I'm going to go ahead and take out more of this dark section back here. I don't want that to stand out too much. I don't even care if I take off a little bit of their hair. It's really their faces and facial expressions that I'm going for here. Okay, there we go. That's our blended photo. And again, you can play with the colors and textures. I think I want it just a smidgen bigger. Because, you know, dragging it to enlarge it like that is not going to be as big of an issue as it would be with a photo, because again, I don't have a quality photo to begin with, and so making those little changes is not going to make a huge difference. Now let's do the magic of video and see what we can come up with. Again, I have the photo of them as adults. Let's put the whole thing together. And there we go. Where did the time go? I've added the photo of them and this blended photo in the background, so you can see their faces enough to match up which one happens to be which one and see the differences there. Blending a photo is a great technique for if you have a photo that's not super quality but you really want to include it. If you have any questions, you can reach me at shells.creations1@gmail.com. See you next time.